If you've been hurt and it hurts real bad, or if you have feelings that are making you sad, then it's okay to cry.
Question. How do you piss off 200,000 teenage girls, white knights, betas, and male feminists? Answer. Tell them you don't want to braid your girlfriend's armpit hair. That's something Nash Greer recently found out when a video he released online brought the fervor and hatred of Tumblrettes and special snowflakes from all over the internet down upon him. Now, some of you may be saying, who the fuck is Nash Greer? Congratulations. That is the appropriate response to hearing his name. But for the sake of clarity, this is Nash Greer. He is a teenage boy that has a large following on a social media network. Upwards of millions and millions of followers, mostly comprised of teenage girls. So just what was this controversial video that has enraged so many people online? Clearly he must have said something that is just indefensible. Something that is just inflammatory. Maybe it's hate speech. Maybe he said he likes to beat, I don't know, ethnic minorities in a gutter. Maybe he declared himself a child rapist. What did he say that got so many people angry? Well, he did something fairly extreme. He actually dared to put out a video where he talked about his personal preferences and what he finds attractive in a girlfriend. I know, that is extraordinarily untoward. What was he thinking? You can't do that nowadays. You can't express a personal opinion that might actually make somebody upset. And that's exactly what happened. He hurt feelings. And we all know in our culture and our society, hurting somebody's feelings is unacceptable. Not only is it immoral, it's illegal. Now, the original incarnation of the video itself is long gone. Nash took so much heat for his opinion that he actually pulled the video down. He could not handle the fire, the hotness that those snowflakes were bringing. That blizzard smothered his ass. But luckily, there was a mirror put up, and this is the mirror itself. And this is a fraction of the views the original had. But if you take a look at the disproportionate numbers between thumbs up and thumbs down, you can see a lot of people are pretty pissed off about this. Now, this righteous indignation, this mob mentality of Tumblr users and offended feminists and white knights and everybody else has been building momentum over the last week. In fact, it's actually been covered on not just blogs and different websites, but on news sites as well. Sites like the Daily Dot and others have actually run stories about this. And it all began to snowball out of control on Tumblr. In fact, this particular posting is what really generated the most hate. You can see the 200,000 plus notes attached to it, and the tags feminism and sexism, and this is by Hank Green. So who is Hank Green? Again, a brilliant question to ask. I am congratulating you for not knowing who the fuck he is. But let's take a look at what he had to say. I understand why this is not immediately obvious to you, but this is a really problematic way to talk about women, especially considering that your audience is mostly young women. Implied in a lot of what you're saying is that women exist to appeal to you, and the young women who look up to you and watch your videos will begin to see themselves that way. I know it doesn't seem like it to you, but telling women that they have to shave their arm hair to appeal to you is just plain offensive. It's actually abusive. It's a terrible thing to say to a person, let alone a collection of 300,000 people. You have a responsibility with your newfound audience. There are a lot of people paying attention to what you say, and you have the power to make them feel better about themselves or worse about themselves. Consider what impact you have before you make a video like this. And in a perfect world, consider taking the video down and uploading an apology. Well, that's a world I want to live in. Hank Green's right. We need to teach kids to stop hurling abuses at each other. I remember the taunts from when I was in elementary school, and kids would pick on one another and they'd scream, "Hey, asshole, shave your arms." So many suicides, so many bitter memories. Corpses littering the hallways of the junior high with razor bic marks up and down their arms as they frantically tried to fit in. Such abuse. Such trauma. Now, I know there are some detractors out there who would say, wait a second, isn't Hank Green that enormous fucking hipster faggot in those really fake-looking black-rimmed glasses who sucks down Starbucks while tweeting from his iPad? Yep, that's him. So, as you can imagine, soon Hank's voice was joined by many others as the vanguard of the White Knight Army marched forward, onward into battle. And so I'm just going to show you a little cross-sample, a little sample section of some of the comments left on that mirrored video. All these reasonably and well thought out, totally not insane comments about why people are offended and exactly what has hurt their feelings so severely. First up is Charmed Kitten, and they have this to say. The title should be named, I have a small dick, and I have to make you feel shitty so that I don't have to be reminded of my weak dick game. Benno Green says, features I like about guys. How about guys that don't tell me what to do? Also, I can have as much hair on my body as I feel comfortable with. Thanks. Well, Benno, I agree. In fact, all men are sexually attracted to yetis. That's why they're endangered. We've hunted them to extinction. That's why they all hang around in Nepal, to escape our lust. We love hairy, hairy things. Why do you think they keep monkeys behind bars in the zoo? They know we're going to mount them the second we get the chance. Is malarkey posts. Newsflash, women have hair. On their labia, on their legs, and their armpits, often on their upper lips. The people who don't have hair there are prepubescent girls who cannot yet grow it. Although none of you seem particularly capable of growing your own hair anyway. If you can't deal with women having hair, you can't deal with fucking women. I think most of these comments actually are great examples of shit you think until you actually start having sex with other real human beings and learn how relatively awesome that is to sitting around and jerking off about your fantasy dolphin women. Check your privilege. Go read some feminist literature, specifically Cunt by Inga Musoko. Well, that is a perfectly valid point, and it's not at all ironic that this user's name is Malarkey. Natasha Vassal writes, you can all take your sexist, insulting, and just plain fucking stupid ideas of the perfect girl and shove them right up your ass, because that girl doesn't exist. At least you figured out why you're all single. Just in case you're wondering, it's because your expectations are unrealistic. You go, girl. How dare these boys tell you that they want a girl that doesn't have a beard. Sexist pigs. Michelle Zhu posts, ugh, so many things wrong with this video. The people in this video need to realize how much of an effect they have on a girl's self-esteem issues when they now think they have to do in order to seem attractive. They are horrible, not to mention immature, teenagers who frankly don't deserve to be seen as anyone's role models. Like, do they understand this is why girls have fucking self-esteem issues? Thanks for adding fuel to the fire, man. You guys handled this video like dicks. Aloha Kalo writes, wow, like, wow, wow, wow. You are such a piece of shit, Nash. And your little shithead friends, fucking wow. No words. Apparently that's not true, because a few minutes later she wrote again. I can't even with this. Like, holy shit. Send my fuck you to all your mothers. They obviously did something wrong. Well, apparently it seems that when Aloha Kalai becomes speechless, she just keeps talking. The gayest man on earth, aka Timmy Fell Down the Well, writes, ew. Oh my god, like, can you guys not? I don't even like girls, in that way if you know what I mean. Gay boy here, lol. But I think they're fucking goddesses, and y'all need to get your shit together. Can I get an amen? Cinnamon7760 posts, congratulations, you've just made thousands of girls all over the world feel insecure about themselves for stuff that doesn't really even matter in the first place. In a post that in no way is fishing for compliments, Amy Mortez writes, I'm ugly, end of sentence. And there are 18 replies to that, but I'll just read you the last one to give you an idea of where this conversation went. This is from Foxrift. You don't sound whiny or attention-seeking at all. And even if you were attention-seeking, for a reason like that, and as a human being, you deserve to know you're beautiful. And if you take a look at Amy's portrait, she obviously is very ugly. Poor girl, she must wear a bag on her head. Not at all fishing for compliments, not trying to get people to tell her how good-looking she is. Caroline Fleetwood writes, I've lost all disrespect for you douchebags. Well, mission accomplished then. I don't think Caroline understands what she's written, isn't probably what she meant to write. And finally, Tiny Lightning. Slut-shaming's wrong. Telling girls they need to do something to be attractive is wrong. This is sickening. That's right, in the world we live in today, morality is an old, archaic concept. Why, telling somebody to be decent or have some moral compunction is completely wrong. You should be able to do anything you want, and telling somebody that they shouldn't is completely a horrible thing to do. So after seeing just a few of these comments, it gives you an idea of just how pissed off people are. And it must make you wonder, what exactly did they say? What did these sexist, misogynistic pigs say about these beautiful young girls? Well, let's take a look. Now this is a 9-minute, 45-second video. I've condensed it as much as I can. I've cut out as much gayness as I can, and tried to just squeeze it down just to the bare minimum. So we're going to see, from the horse's mouth, so to speak, exactly what Nash Greer and his two boyfriends, I'm assuming they're his boyfriends, his lovers, have to say about what they find attractive in the perfect girl. Let's take a look at some of these clips.
Number one thing I look for in a girl.
Number one.
Be funny, have a personality.
Start conversation.
Entertain me. Like.
Yes. Be fun in a boring situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wanting a girl to have a personality? What kind of sexist shit is this? No wonder they've been harassed.
Yeah, girls that make you a better you.
Yeah, that's good.
Girls that help improve who you are? What? They want a girl to have a personality and a girl to help you become a better person? Well, this is terrible. I bet they're all MRAs. They have to be. Every one of them.
So, I like girls that can cuddle, like...
Oh, dude, girls that can
get...
Clearly, cuddle must be a euphemism for rape.
Cool.
I like girls that aren't pushovers.
Yeah.
Like if you tell a girl just like she'll do it. Like I want a girl that like argue with me like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wanting a woman to be independent? God, what is with these young men? Obviously, they don't know anything about women. A personality, independence, wanting to cuddle and make them better people. This is horrible. This is what I'd expect to hear from a serial rapist. Wanting a woman to be independent? Have you ever heard of something more controlling in your life?
Trust.
Trust is very attractive.
Trust.
Oh, come on now. Clearly this has gone too far. Trust? Building a relationship on trust? That's not how the real world works.
A little bit of makeup if you want it, but
Yeah, don't overdo it with makeup, to be honest. You know what I mean? A lot of girls look a lot better without makeup. And, oh, that's my biggest pet peeve when girls draw in their eyebrows.
Girls that are natural, have beautiful dimples and smiles and show off their natural complexion without caking on makeup? What in the hell is going on here? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Independence, personality, trust. This is Disney. This is what that is. This is Disney. Now, you may be wondering, wait a second, this sounds like the kind of saccharine sweet shit that women would want to hear. What exactly was it that set Tumblr off? Because they didn't talk about all of this. I didn't see a lot of those comments bringing up trust and personality and independence. So what portion of this video pissed them off so much?
Wait.
yo,
No. Hygiene.
shave, brush your teeth, arm shave.
Shave.
This stuff when you have a little peach fuzz and like we're making out. Ah, no.
No, not even making out when the light's just like shining on like this.
Or arm hair, just wax, shave.
Yeah.
That's the worst when there's hairs. Terrible.
Oh, it was the bit about personal hygiene. You know, expecting a woman to maybe brush her teeth so she doesn't smell like shit, or shave, or wash her hair, occasionally wipe her ass after taking a dump. Now ladies, I know this may come as a bit of a shock to you all, but men aren't necessarily looking forward to washing your back with your favorite rag on a stick. Yes, lo and behold, we actually like a woman that, bathes once in a while and kind of takes care of herself, and it is a bit of a turn-off when a woman has a fuller beard than I do. So all this controversy, all these posts on all these various social media sites, all these outraged feminists and white knights running to defend them, is all the result of 3 teenage boys saying they kind of like it when the girl they're dating doesn't smell like a locker room. Now, perhaps the most humorous thing about this all is when you look into who Nash Greer is. Now yeah, he's a big shot on Vine, but what is Vine really? I mean, it's GIFs with a few seconds worth of sound. It's not like he's some great intellectual. They're not attracted to his intelligence or his mind. You can't really communicate that on a service like that. No, they're attracted to something else. Could it possibly be something as shallow and vapid and petty as his looks? That couldn't possibly be. Because that would mean they're giant fucking hypocrites, throwing a fit over what he finds attractive in a person, when the only reason they have an interest in him to begin with is they're attracted to him. No, clearly that can't be it. I bet if Nash Greer looked like this instead, he'd have a whole horde of girls still standing behind him. It's obviously not his looks. Just can't possibly be that. So let's close this out with a little bit of real talk. Brass tacks. This is ridiculous. The amount of vitriol being spit at this young idiot because he put up a video that is comparable. It is essentially the Kids Bop version of dating, where he says that he wants a girl that has a personality and is independent and maybe doesn't smell like she just took a dump, who maybe, doesn't have more facial hair than he does. That's what's got a mob after him? We've reached that point where hundreds of thousands of feminists and white knights and betas are after him because he dared to say that he finds attractive girls that are fucking normal? And what are the arguments that are being brought against him? People are saying, oh, you're going to drive girls to suicide. This is abuse. How dare you say you find something attractive in another individual? What should he do? Completely stay silent? Should he be attracted to everyone equally? Does any person operate like that? Can you introduce me to one person, male or female, who is sexually attracted to every single type of person on Earth? Bullshit. It does not exist. People are different. They have different tastes. They have different likes. Him putting up a video saying he finds somebody attractive is not a condemnation of womankind. He's not saying you are inferior because you don't meet this criteria. Instead, what he's saying is he doesn't want to date you because you don't meet that criteria. That has nothing to do with your value or worth as a person. It has to do with him and being able to get an erection around you. In this day and age, in this environment, where we are bombarded with message after message from mainstream feminism, from social justice warriors and white knights telling us that men and women are completely equal, that there is no difference between them, that they shouldn't be treated with kid gloves, they're not wrapped in Teflon, they're not fragile, they're not going to break. In that day and age, after hearing that shit over and over again, and what are we seeing? We're seeing people jump out of the woodwork to say, oh my god, this kid making a YouTube video that is the most PG-13 shit. It's not even PG-13. We're talking G-rated. This is Bambi. This is the Bambi of fucking dating. To say that that's going to break them. Really? No difference between men and women, but what he just said in that video is abusive. What he said in that video is horrible. It's going to destroy somebody's self-esteem. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What is the message? Is the message that women are weak and can't handle hearing somebody's opinion? Is that what you're telling me? Because then throw out your equality speech. It's not true. Is the message that you can't express an opinion anymore? Have we reached that point where free speech just needs to go away because somebody might get hurt feelings? Is that the thing you're going to argue for? Because you must be a proponent of the NSA then. You must love shit like the prison program. You must love what the government's been doing over the last decade. That must fucking thrill you. Right? You don't need that First Amendment. Fuck it. We don't need any amendments. Fuck it. People just hurt each other. Let's just segregate everybody. I'll tell you, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't want to defend this idiot. Alright, he's just a stupid fucking kid on the internet. More than likely, if this hadn't happened and I ran across something he did, I'd be cracking jokes about what a huge faggot he is. That's the appeal that he has to me. And yet, I find myself in this situation because he is at the center of something that is fucking stupid. And the people that propel this blow my mind. What the fuck are you doing? What are you talking about? This is abusive. This is dangerous. This is hurting people's self-esteem. Are you fucking kidding me? The one girl that said, go read feminist literature. Should I go read Dworkin's? How's that going to help my self-esteem? Right? Should I be told that I'm a worthless piece of shit because I'm a male? Because I'm white? Because I'm straight? How the fuck can you sit there and tell me that something this innocent will break you? And a person shouldn't be able to say it. And then turn around and tell me I need to read up about my privilege. And I need to check it because I'm the root of all evil. Fuck you. I'm so sick of listening to whiners and people who bitch about nothing. You bitch about nothing. I get comments on the Tumblrism videos that I do where people ask me, why are you so mean? Why don't you do it more gently? Why do you have to be so abusive towards them? It's problematic. That's a fun word they like to use. It's problematic. I'm not going to fucking treat you like you're an infant. You're an adult. I'm not going to handle you with kids' gloves. If you want to come screaming some crazy shit at me, I'm going to tell you it's fucking crazy, and then I'm going to laugh at you, because you should be laughed at. And really, in the end, that's one of the main focuses of my videos. The Tumblrism videos, this video, the majority of them. You cannot allow these people to take themselves seriously. You need to shine a spotlight on it, and you need to laugh at them, because they should be laughed at. This is fucking dumb. This is dumb that this is even an issue. This is dumb that people have taken it seriously. These people are retarded. They should be mocked. They should be ridiculed. They should be made fun of. You should point and laugh at them, because they are that fucking stupid.